Hello, I'm Penguin Wraith, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a walking house in Minecraft. That's right, you make your house walk in Minecraft. To get started, we're going to take whatever block we want our shoes to be. I'm going to do polished deep slate. I'm going to do 3 and then go 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a 7th one here. Break all those, and then 3 again like that. So these shoes should be 6 apart, just these straight lines, 3 long. And then we want to go back 10 blocks, so go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then from here go 1, 2, 3. And then break these 10 blocks in the middle. So there should be a 10 block gap between here, and a 6 block gap between here. And then we're going to come here and make the last shoe. The last shoe, we want it to be in line with that, and then in line with that as well. And then we want to go here, we want to go 3 across above the shoe, and then up like that, or foot, I mean, either one you want to call it. And then up 2 like that, and then as well here, and here. So just 3 on top, and then 2 up. So now we want to place a block of redstone on the back of each of these, right here in the middle of these slime blocks right there. Perfect. And then I'm going to place an observer facing down. I'm going to make sure this little face guy right here, is on the top. And this arrow here is pointing down. And then we're going to do a sticky piston below that observer facing backwards, like that, that, and that. And then we want to go out 2, like that, and then up 3, and place a piston right there. And then same thing here, we're going to go out 2, break that one, and then up 2 from there, so it should be a total of 3 long. And then a piston right there. Same deal, out 2, like that, up 2, and then a piston. And then out 2, up 2, and then a piston right there. And then we want to take our redstone blocks and go 1, 2, and then over to the side. So it's kind of floating right there. Same thing. Up 2, and then over 1. Up 2, over 1. So a 2 block gap between this and the observer. And then up 2, over 1. And then we're going to take a sticky piston and place it facing downwards. That's going to extend. Thing there. Make sure this piston is a sticky piston. And there, and there. Fantastic. So now, you'll see, if you go ahead and, just as a quick demonstration, we can place a redstone block in front of that one, and break that, and you'll see our leg will move, and we can do that with the other ones as well. And make sure you do that, because we need to keep the legs aligned. And then here as well, you can place a redstone block in front of this one, and then break it, and it should step forward. Now, we want to take honey blocks, and go over 2 from this redstone block, up 2, over 1, and then up 2 again. And we're going to repeat that process. So from this redstone block, over 2, up 2, over 1, and up 2. Same thing here. Over 2, up 2, over 1, up 2, over 2, up 2, over 1, up 2. Fantastic. Now with our honey blocks, we want to go over 2, so it's kind of diagonal from this piston, like that, and then up 2, so you should have a 3 block strip right there. Same deal, diagonal from this piston, like that, upwards, and then 2 blocks up. Same thing here, diagonal from the piston, and up 2, and then diagonal from this piston, and up 2. Now we want to place a piston on this little honey block thing right here. We want to place a piston right there, a piston right there. Same deal on this one guy. We're going to place a piston there at the top, facing forward, and then a piston there at the top as well, facing forward. Then right here we're going to place an observer facing down on this 3 block honey strip. Make sure this arrow is facing downwards. Same thing, one right there, and one right there, that arrow pointing downwards, and right there, again, the arrow pointing downwards. And then we want a sticky piston right there, facing backwards. Same thing right there, below the observer. And another one right here below the observer, and right there, all of them facing backwards below the observer. And then again with our redstone blocks, up 2 over 1, break those, and then from here, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, break those, and up 2 over 1, break those. And then we're going to take our sticky pistons and place it facing down right next to that redstone block, and the sticky piston will extend and kind of stick to this. Same deal here, we want to place our sticky piston next to this redstone block, so it should extend to these honey blocks. Same thing right here, a sticky piston, and right there, another one. Now you'll see, if we did it right, you can place a redstone block in front of this current one, break that one. Ah! Okay, so, I almost forgot. You see it did break, but luckily, it's a very simple fix. We just gotta place a redstone block right there. So I forgot on accident, we're gonna place a redstone block right there, diagonal from this observer, kind of in the middle right there of this one right there, and then one right there as well. Again, on this 3-block strip to the side, a bit, and in like the middle here, and then on this 3-block strip, that right there. So there we go, easy fix. Now you'll see if we place a redstone block there and move forward, our leg will move. Same thing here, and same thing here. There we go. So now we've got our legs all working, we need to create the motor to make sure the legs move at the correct speed, because if it goes too fast, it's going to kind of leave the legs behind. Now, I actually did slightly lie to you here. Nothing big, nothing horrible. But instead of these redstone blocks being here, we want to place one there, and then break this one. So place this one, and then break that one. Make sure you go in that order. Place one there, and break that one, and place one there, and break that one. So, now we've got these in front instead of on the sides. We want to place a slime block there, and a slime block there, kind of making this little L shape, and then 2 redstone blocks on top. So we've got this little thing here. Same thing on this side, we're going to do 2 slime blocks, and 2 redstone blocks like that. And then over here as well, 2 slime blocks and 2 redstone blocks like that. And 2 slime blocks and 2 redstone blocks. Okay, so now, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go out 1, 2, 3. Make these 2 middle ones, and then we want to take our slime block and make it so we've got these 2 right here, and then up like that, so we've got this L shape going on. And then we're going to place a piston there, and a piston there facing forward, and then we're going to place a redstone block right there. And then over here, very similar, but slightly different, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks out, and then place 1 block there, and then 1 block there, and then up like that, a redstone block there, and a pistons right there. So you might notice this one is a bit farther back than that one. That is intentional, and make sure it's like that you've done that as well. And then over here we're going to go 1, 2, 3, break these 2, and then place a slime block right there, and then up in that L shape, and then a piston here, a piston there, and then a redstone block right there. And then we want to go out 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, break these 3, and then a block there, and a block up like that in that L shape, a redstone block back here, and a piston there, and then a piston there as well. And there we go. So these will just make sure that the legs are moving in the right times, because otherwise it'll get all messed up. Now we've got these. We're gonna go here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Break these 3. Place a piston right there, and then break that one. And then from here, we're gonna go like that, and then right here we're gonna go up 1, 2. Fantastic. So we've got this like that, and then same thing over here. We're gonna go back 1, 2, 3, and then break those 2. Place a piston right there, and then 2 blocks like that, and then a piston there, and then up like that. Now for the actual motor bit, we want to go out 1, 2, 3. Break those, place the piston right there, and then block there, and a block there, and then place a observer right there, and then a sticky piston, and then a slime block, and then a sticky piston, and a slime block, sticky piston, and then a slime block. And then we want to come back here, so that's all those. We gotta make sure those are placed in, and we want to go 1, 2, Ooh, and then a sticky piston there. I also want a sticky piston there. And then slime blocks like that. And then on each one of these, so right here, we go out 2, and then out 2. And we want to break each one of these. And then we want to come back here. And we want to place obsidian right there. That's very important. And then place an observer there with the arrow facing that way. Observer with the arrow facing that way. And observer with the arrow facing that way. And then break each one of these. And we can go ahead and break this obsidian, because we don't need that there anymore. Now, we then want to place a piston right there. And then we go out 1, 2, place an observer right there. And then have these, placing these blocks like that. And then right here we want to have a piston. And then an observer we can have right there. Fantastic. Oh, and then real quick, we want to have an observer right there. Arrow facing that way. There's a whole lot, but that should actually be the motor all complete, which means the legs will now actually move. Real quick. Pick these two, and you want to place 1, 2, and then a piston right there. And then actually, so that these two are touching, and then actually go out 1, 2, and place a piece of obsidian right there, an observer right there, and then break that. There we go. Okay, so now the motor should all be finished. Actually, real quick, one thing that could have been very bad had I not noticed it, we also need to place an observer right there, like that. Because otherwise, these back legs wouldn't have moved, so we need that observer. It's very important. So, now, if we go here, and this is right there, you just place a block in front of it, and you'll see the legs actually move. This is fantastic. Now, it would seem to be making a little galloping animation, which is fine, obviously, but there's a bunch of different ways you might want your legs to move. Now, as you can see, it's they're kind of making this like this little galloping thing going on here, which is fine if you want that, but there is a way to fix that. But go ahead and place an obsidian right there, and you'll see the entire thing actually stops, which is great, because that means this thing is you can stop and start this whenever you want. So if I want to have the effect that I want, where this leg moves and that leg moves at the same time, and that leg moves and that leg moves at the same time, I believe what we want to do is we want to come here, and we want to move, go ahead, place a redstone block there, slime blocks there, and then 2 redstone blocks like that. Take this, and that'll move forward into place, and then come here, place redstone blocks like that, and then slime block, and then break this. There we go. What we want to do, last thing here, is we want to come here, and we want to place redstone block there, redstone blocks like that, and then slime blocks there, take these, so that moves into place, and then here we want to place slime blocks there, redstone blocks like that, and then break these. Fantastic. We can break this obsidian, place in a new one. Now give it a second. We should see. Fantastic. Yes, so these legs are moving, and those legs are moving. Seems to have gotten that fixed. Fantastic. So the legs are all moving the way we want it to. So the legs are moving the way we want them to. Now we get to the real goods, okay? We get the house. Now we need to make the house move the way we want it. So then what we're going to do is we're going to come here and place a block there, and then an observer right there, and then a sticky piston right there, and then we want to place a slime block there, and then go up 1, 2, place a piston right there, and then up 1, 2, 3, and then a piston right there, and then we want to go 1, 2, out like that, and then go 1, 2, 3, so 4 across, and place an observer right there, and then observers facing up all like that, and then pistons 1, 2, 3, 4, all like that, so we should have this like L shape, and then same deal up here, out 2, 1 there, and then 2 like that. Then place a block there, an observer there, break that block, and then observers facing up, and then pistons across like so, and then we're going to go out 2 again, and go 1 down, and then 1 up, and then next to, so we got this slime block, these 3 slime blocks, and the next step we're going to go 3 honey blocks, and on the other side 3 honey blocks again, and then 3 slime blocks. And then right here we want to go do this L shape like that with honey blocks. And over here we want to do an L shape with the slime blocks. And then we want to do honey blocks up like that. 3 of them, and then 3 slime blocks up like that. And then we want to do observers all along here. Like that, all facing that way with the red dot, like that. And then pistons in front of them, all facing that way. Okay, so now we've got all this built up, we need to actually build the house that is going to be walking. Let's go out 1 block like that, and then come across. I'm using smooth stone slabs. You can do whatever you want for the floors, as long as they can be pushed by pistons. And let's go from here, let's go out 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do all of that. And then across like this, we can cover up that right there, so there's our floor. And then right here, leave a 1 block gap right there, and put in oak logs going up like this, in this position. And then do oak planks connecting all of that. Leave an empty spot here for the door. Although we're not going to actually have a door because they get broken when pistons move the entranceway. And then we can go 1 up more and connect all of that like that. And we're going to take oak slabs. I'm going to cover on the roof with that. That'll give us a bit more headspace. Make sure those are oak slabs instead of just oak planks, because that'll give us a bit more headspace when we're actually in the house. You'll see it gives us a bit more room. And then we're going to go up like that, 4 across, little 2x4 coming up, and then we want to put in cobblestone stairs across for the roof, all the way across like that, jutting out on the sides, going all the way up like this. Fantastic. And then of course on the other side as well. There we go. And then this looks kind of bad, so let's come down here and let's place stairs upside down like that, so we get this little more connected look. And then same thing on the other side. Give it the connected look with the upside down stairs. And then back here, we need to put in some glass, so that, because if we didn't put in this glass, it would break the entire system, because they would be just open air and it would mess everything up and destroy it. So we're going to put in glass there, and that'll fix all that and prevent it from happening. So then we want to come in here. Let's place a little table like that, and we want to break these two. Place in a crafting table right there. We want to grab a rail, place that down right there, and then a minecart chest. You can break the rail, and then we want to place a trapdoor right there, and then grab a piston, place it like that, and then go ahead and power that so it pushes the trapdoor inside the same block as that minecart chest. Now the reason we're doing minecart chests is because chests cannot be pushed by pistons, but minecart chests can, so that gives us a little storage area right there. Then let's go ahead and patch that back up, and then take the other trapdoor, place it right there. Now the reason we're doing these trapdoors is so that the entire thing, because if we didn't put it in here, the entire thing would like collapse in on itself and break and fail, which is also why there's slabs up there, so those are all very important. So there's our entire house, which is looking nice. The issue is it's kind of floating here above it. It's not actually connected to this structure here, so we want to give it the look that it actually is. So let's go and take our slabs and kind of make this down here. Now this is not going to get pushed by these. This is going to get pushed by these slime blocks down here. And then we can come over here. And what we want to do here, we want to switch things up here. Break that observer, and then go 2 blocks down. Place an observer right there. We want to break that. And then we also want to do the same thing to this one. So it's kind of below here. And then we want to take slime blocks and go 1, 2. And then bring our smooth stone slabs back like that. Fantastic. Now it actually looks like it's attached and it's got its own legs here, instead of how it was kind of just sitting there. Now obviously I'm not the best builder. If you think this looks a bit clunky, you can obviously switch out these blocks. I'm not the best builder, so I'm not going to meddle too much with that and then completely screw it up. Okay, there we go. So this should be everything now. Hopefully this goes well. Now let's go ahead and power this. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. Like I said, you can meddle with this bottom part. I know it looks a bit weird, but I ain't a builder, so I'm not gonna try and meddle with that. Anyway, that's about it. I do hope you enjoyed this Minecraft video, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!